In our last lesson, we talked about a relation and we talked about the domain and the range. So once again, a relation is a set of ordered pairs. Just a set of ordered pairs. A function, which is what we're going to look at now, is a particular kind of relation. It's a subset of all relations. It is a relation in which each x value corresponds to only one y value. Each x has only one y. So if the x value 2 is associated with the y value of 3, in other words, if you have the point 2, 3 as one ordered pair in the relation, then 2 can never be listed with a different y value. That's what that means. All right, in this particular lesson, we're going to study functions for a few lessons, but in this lesson, you're going to be given a set of ordered pairs, say 1, 2, 4, 6, 7, 9, and you're going to be asked, is this a function? Is it a function or is it not a function? All right, what you need to do is look at the x values. You have 1. Is 1 ever with a different y other than 2? The answer is no. You have 4. Is it ever with a different value? The answer is no. You have 7. Is it ever with a different y value? No. Then that means that this is a function. What if you had 1, 2, 5, 7, 9, 2? And I ask the same question, is this a function? Well, here's the x value of 1. It corresponds with 2. Is it ever listed with another value? No. 5 corresponds with 7. Is it ever listed with another y value? No. 9 is with 2. Is 9 ever with another y value? The answer is no. So this is a function. Some of you might be saying, well, how about that 2? The definition of a function does not say anything about the y's and whether they can be with more than one x. So you are only checking on what the x's are doing. All right, looking at one more example. Suppose you have 1, 2, 3, 8, and 1, 9. Is that a function? Well, there's the x value of 1. Is it ever with another y value? And the answer is yes. It corresponds with 2 and it corresponds with 9. Because of that, it is not a function. So in these exercises, you're going to be asked to look at a relation, which is a list of ordered pairs, and then you're going to determine, is it a function or not? You need to check on, does an x ever repeat and therefore have different y values? Let's look at some examples. In the first one, we have 6 with negative 1. Do you ever have a 6 in the x position? No. We have 2 with 5. Ever have a 2 in the x? No. 9 is with negative 5. 0 is with negative 6. None of the x's repeat. So you might have looked at the x's, the domain, and the answer is they don't repeat. So each x has only one y. Yes, that's a function. Let's look at the next one. Determine if the relation is also a function. All right, values. We have negative 4 with negative 6, negative 4 with negative 7, negative 4 with 9. Well, negative 4 has more than one y value. So no, this is not a function. All right, the third one. Let me see if I can, don't know if I can make it bigger. Let me try so we can see it a little better. Yes. All right, it wants to know if this is the graph of a function. Well, you weren't given the ordered pairs, but you were given the points. This point is the point -1, 3. This point is 1, 1. This point is 4, -2. And this point is 1, -3. In our next lesson, we're going to learn a visual test, but in this lesson, we're still just talking about comparing ordered pairs. So is there ever an x repeated? And the answer to that is yes. The x value of 1 corresponds to 1. It also corresponds to -3. So no, this is not a function. Please go ahead and notice that points with the same x fall into a linear pattern. That's going to be important in the next lesson. Going on to the last couple. Is number 4, is this a function? Well, let's look at our x's. -7 has -1 and never anything else. 4 has a unique y. 8 has a unique y. 6 has a unique y. So this one is, yes, this is a function. The last one, looking at the x's, 1 is with -6. Is 1 with any other y value? Well, unfortunately, yes. 1 repeats. So there is an x with more than one y value. So no, that is not a function. So really what you could think about is when you're looking at a list of ordered pairs, if an x value repeats, the relation is not a function. Okay, and that's it for this lesson.